Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Enterprise, Season 1, Episode 23, Desert Crossing. God, I'm having such a hard time getting through this series. I'm not even through the first season yet. So this episode, basically the entire episode is saved by the guest star, which is awful. That is not something that I would brag about or anything. They mention how they're going to Risa once again. So this is now the second episode that they're trying to get to the vacation planet of Risa. But once again, something kind of happens. This whole episode, I'm going to boil it all the way down, where Trip and Archer get stuck in a desert civil war. The only reason I absolutely loved this episode, which I didn't like this episode at all, was because Clancy Brown is in it, who is a fantastic actor. I love Clancy Brown. Whether he's a voice actor, he's the guy that voiced Lex Luthor in the Superman the Animated Series. Great actor. Or realistically, he was Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob SquarePants. Or as a live action actor, he has done so much stuff. He's actually been in The Flash not too long ago, or what stands out to me is actually Highlander. He plays the main villain of that movie, and he's such a good actor. He is amazing. And even in this, he's using this weird type of accent, and he plays this character who's almost like a warlord. And he, his ship is damaged and Archer saves him. And he's like, let me reward you. Let me take you to my people. Let me give you something. And Archer's like, hey, everybody, that paradise planet that we were all going to have shore leave on? That's canceled, so we can go to a desert so this guy can reward me. So that's a thing now. And, it's kind of interesting to see, Trip and Archer and Clancy Brown's character live in the desert. And they kind of talk about it, and they talk about how hot it is, and they go through all of these different, exotic foods, like blood soup with the essence of male that's been chopped and seasoned. And it's okay, so they're eating Rocky Mountain oysters. I gotcha. Of people. I gotcha. Okay, moving on. They play some sort of weird sport thing, which, to be honest with you, reminded me of El Dorado, that animated movie, where it's almost like basketball, but not quite. That's what it reminded me of, to be honest with you. That's the first thing that came to mind. So as the episode continues, it turns out that these desert people are actually kind of fighting these, rich city people, and there's all sorts of stuff going on. T'Pol, who is in charge of Enterprise, is kind of stuck in the middle, I don't know what's going on. And we slowly realize, as Archer and Trip are cast away, they try to escape but they fail, and so we watch them go through the desert. They find this random hut where the water is stagnant and undrinkable. And poor Trip, can't even stand up anymore because he's so dehydrated. Parts of this episode are really interesting, and Clancy Brown makes this entire episode worth watching. But overall, if you had replaced Clancy Brown with any other actor, it would be so bad. We're on episode 23 out of 25 of the first season, and this whole season is just so difficult to get through. I'm having such a hard time. So if you guys are watching all these Enterprise videos, I'm so sorry, because I don't think it's going to get better until after this series is over. For those who've seen it, what did you guys think? What do you guys think about Clancy Brown? What do you guys think about the whole Risa bringing up again? Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for what I'm assuming they finally get to Risa, 2 days and 2 nights.